Hello students. Today again we are here with another video on chemical coordination and integration. Today we are going to discuss about pineal gland. Pineal gland is also known as epiphysis. Pineal gland has a mass of 0.1 to 0.2 gram. That means its size or weight is about 0.1 to 0.2 gram. It is originated from ectoderm of the embryo. Okay, so it is having ectodermal origin. It is located between the cerebral hemisphere where it protrudes from the roof of the third ventricle. The pineal gland is small rounded body which consists of pineal cells and supporting glial cells. Hormones that are secreted by pineal gland are melatonin hormone. Okay, though the function of gland is still the subject of current research, it is known to secrete the melatonin hormone, and it is also known as the sleep hormone because it promotes sleep. Its secretion increase dim light and decrease in bright light. Okay, if its secretion is increased, then the dim light is generated, and if its secretion is decreased, then bright light sensation is produced. Melatonin concentration in blood appears to flow diurnal, that is day night cycle, as it rises in the evening and through the night and drops to a low around noon. Because of this light mediated response, the pineal gland may act as a kind of biological clock which may produce circadian rhythm, that is variation following a 24-hour cycle. Melatonin lightens the skin color in certain animals. In mammals, melatonin possibly act as an inhibitory factor for sexual maturation. Now, next is the serotonin, a neurotransmitter found in other location in the brain and is also found in the pineal gland. Research evidences is accumulating to support the idea that pineal gland may be involved in regulating cyclic phenomena in the body. In men, pineal gland starts to calcify at about the time of puberty. Such calcium deposits are called brain sand. There is no evidence that presence of brain sand is an indication of degeneration. That means the accumulation of the calcium in brain does not suggest that the degeneration is going on in the brain. In fact, the presence of brain sand may indicate increased secretory activity. Instead, what we can understand is that if the brain sand increase, then it suggests that the secretion by pineal gland, that is serotonin, has increased. Next, we'll discuss about thymus. Okay, thymus basically when at the time of birth of a baby, okay, commonly it is about 10 to 15 gram. It continue to grow up to the age of puberty. Okay, when it weighs range to about 30 to 40 gram. Thereafter, it generally progressively diminishes in the size, undergoing gradual atrophy, that is degeneration, and replacement by fat, so that after mid-adult life it may weigh only about 10 gram. That means slowly the size of the thymus decreases after the puberty. Okay. Now, disappearance of thymus causes aging. If the thymus disappears, then aging occurs. The origin of thymus is ectoderm of the embryo, and it is located in the mediastinum between the sternum and aorta. It is soft, pinkish, bilobed mass of lymphoid tissue. Okay, it is prominent gland at the time of the birth, but it gradually atrophies in the adult. Hassel's corpuscles, that is the macrophages, are special or spherical or oval bodies present in the thymus. Okay, so macrophages, or we can say Hassel's corpuscles, are present in the thymus, and they have phagocytic function. That means they engulf the foreign bodies as the amoeba does. Hormone secreted by thymus is thymosin. Okay, and these stimulate the development of certain kind of white blood cells involved in producing immunity. It also hastens attainment of the sexual maturity. Now next we have the kidneys. Origin of the kidney is mesodermal. Okay, kidneys, they secrete three hormones, that is renin, erythropoietin and calcitriol. Okay, renin, whenever the rate of ultrafiltration falls, the cells of their juxtaglomerular complex secrete and release into the blood a compound that is called the renin. Later is the proteolytic enzyme, that is the its some properties are like hormone. It acts upon plasma protein angiotensinogen, separating a compound called angiotensin 2 from it. Angiotensin 2 accelerate heartbeat and constrict arterioles, thereby increasing the blood pressure. This enhances the rate of the ultrafiltration. Simultaneously, angiotensin 2 also stimulates the adrenal cortex to secrete aldosterone and enhance the water and sodium reabsorption from the nephron. These factors also elevate blood pressure. Now next is the erythropoietin. The oxygen storage shortage stimulates the kidney cell to secrete a hormone called erythropoietin, a circulating glycoprotein. Erythropoietin is a circulating glycoprotein that is present in the blood. Erythropoietin stimulates the bone marrow to increase the production of the RBCs. That means it stimulates, erythropoietin stimulate the bone marrow. It triggers the bone marrow to produce the red blood corpuscles. Next we have is the calcitriol. Okay, that is also produced by the kidney. Now calcitriol is the active form of vitamin D. Now it promotes the absorption of the calcium, iron and phosphorus in small intestine and accelerate bone formation. Calcitriol is responsible for accelerating the formation of the bone by absorption of calcium and phosphorus in the small intestine. That means in small intestine, the absorption of calcium and phosphorus is stimulated because of the calcitriol, and in turn, the absorbed calcium and phosphorus will be utilized to form the bones.